Hello, dear tutor and classmates. My name is Inés Ramos Aguas, and today I'm going to share my reflections on four questions related to language learning, specifically focused on speaking skills. The first question is: what is your purpose for studying English as a foreign language? Okay, to start, my main purpose for studying English is connected to my professional future since I'm studying to become an English teacher. So, having a high level of proficiency is essential for me and for my career. But beyond that, I also see English as a tool that opens a lot of doors, not just professionally, but also in education, art, even music. On a personal level, I'm really motivated by the idea of traveling and being able to communicate with people from different cultures. The second question is regarding the nature of language study. What aspects imply acquiring speaking skills? So, um, it actually means to acquire speaking skills according to Lever, Ehrman, and Sheckman. I think speaking is a productive skill, just like writing, but it happens much faster because when we talk, we don't really have time to slow down or repeat ourselves without sounding unsure. So we have to put our ideas into words. Sorry, almost instantly. Guillen breaks this into four key elements that are vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and fluency. We need enough vocabulary to actually express what we mean, good grammar so that mistakes don't hinder communication, clear pronunciation so that people can understand us, and finally fluency, which is what ties everything together and allows us to speak naturally in real time. The third one is after planning your language study and especially to enhance your speaking skills, how can you assess your progress? Well, the same authors, Lever, Ehrman, and Sheckman, mentioned that we shouldn't just rely on passive exposure to the language. We actually need to check our progress from time to time. They suggest three main ideas that are the first one, always using the same evaluation criteria so we can really compare how we are improving over time instead of just comparing different methods. The second one is identifying our strengths and weaknesses, like checking our pronunciation, vocabulary, or fluency to see exactly where our mistakes are interfering with communication. And the third one and the last one is adjusting our study plan wherever we notice we are not progressing fast enough, which could mean reading more, talking to native speakers, or working specifically on pronunciation. The last question is: how can you organize lifelong language learning? Mention specific strategies from your experience and the references. Okay, for me, when it comes to organizing my learning long term, I think the biggest thing, sorry, is just being consistent. Even if it's like 15 minutes a day, it doesn't have to be hours, but also honestly, if it's not fun, you are not going to keep doing it, right? Nobody wants to sit and study grammar for 3 or 5 hours straight. I also try not to focus on just one skill, but to work on all of them together, which connects to that Guillen says about these skills functioning as a system. So what I try to do is bring English into my everyday life, like watching my favorite movies, talking to my boyfriend and my friends, even playing video games. And I also uh, try. not to just focus on one skill, but kind of mix them all together. So, for example, for reading, I read comics that I actually like. For listening, I'm really into story videos and podcasts in English, and which has honestly helped me my hair so much. For speaking, I try to practice every single day, mostly with my boyfriend and my friends. And I have also been trying shadowing, which is basically imitating native speakers to work on your accent and intonation. And finally, for writing, I write letters, do my assignments, and stuff like that. So that's it, my reflection. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.